Well, hi everyone, welcome to today's video. It is the long weekend. It is Monday, September 6th, and I am at the corner of Charles and Yonge Street. Today I am heading eastbound on Charles, walking along the south side. I figured when I headed out this morning I would see, for some reason I just thought I would see fewer people on the street, because I think I thought I was one of the few people in town today. But that was not the case. So a lot of people today. Of course, car traffic was next to zero when I was walking down here. I walked down Yonge from the Eglinton-Davisville neighborhood. But I can say I was one of the very few people walking this morning, but it is still early. So I took a quick video clip of Lucy. Lucy is my sister-in-law's dog that we babysat for over a week. I think 10 days, I think we had her. And David, my husband, took Lucy back home, and he's staying at the family cottage, coming back tomorrow. I couldn't go because I have a commitment today, but I do say we really enjoyed having Lucy. She is a real chill dog. I think I may have mentioned that already. But she's just a gem. So I didn't do much this weekend. I went through my recipes. Well, I'm still actually going through my recipes because my niece is coming to visit. She'll arrive on Friday, and want to make sure we have enough food in the fridge, and that we have enough food in the fridge. Okay, I don't need to roll back. I'll just walk on the street here. So there's a couple of things I want to make. David's picking her up from the airport. She should be landing just after 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then if everything goes smoothly, she should be back at our place probably, if I'm being hopeful, 6:30 maybe, if traffic is going well. So that's going to be fun. Now, I probably won't be recording next week because it's a little awkward filming with another person, because when the other person is talking, often they can't be heard. So I've had to scrap a couple videos because of that. So, but the good news is we are going to be doing a ton of walking. This is Church Street. Just thinking, should I continue? No, I'm just going to continue walking west along Charles. So I'm going to take her to Rochevelle's, because that is just one of the coolest streets in Toronto, and I don't think I've ever taken her there. So we're going to walk from home to Rochevelle's. That will be over an hour walk, I suspect, and then we're going to go into some of the cute shops that they have along that street. And then the plan is to get to Queen Street and then walk eastbound to Queen and then make our way back home. So I think what I'll do is maybe make our way up to Kensington Market and then just weave our way home. Because I think while we're down there, I think Kensington Market would be a good spot too, depending on how tired we are. But at some point, we'll have to stop and eat something. Yeah, so that's going to be one day. Oh, I had other days planned. Other places I want to take her. Ossington is going to be another, because they have some neat artisan shops there as well. And we'll probably do Queen Street West, because she loves Queen Street West, and so do I, and that's going to be a really nice walk as well. And then we'll see how it goes. Whatever else we feel like doing. So Ruby Tuesday is my nickname for her. She is arriving on Friday. Can't wait. So I'm going to be recording today. Obviously, I think I might do another video today on my way home. It's a neat art piece. It's a really nice day. When I left home, it was 16 out, and I left home around 9:30. And I'm just wearing short sleeves, a short sleeve t-shirt. And when I first stepped out, I thought, ooh, maybe I should turn around and get a jacket or something, but suck it up. Summer's almost over. Just deal with it. And I'm glad that I girled up for that task, because it's hot. Hot. So I wanted to tell you about a couple of things that I watched this weekend, but I watched a lot of stuff. I watch a lot of YouTube, but I also watch Netflix and Amazon. Amazon, yeah. So I can't remember what specifically it was that I wanted to tell you guys about. I'll have to think about that, and if I remember, I will tell you in my next video. I watched some Quentin Tarantino, and most of his shows end with, sort of a bang, and they're usually pretty bleak, and that's kind of right up my alley, because I do like watching, crime and murder and, those types of shows that are dark. So, that kind of thing just keeps my attention. I'm not that into mysteries. I'm not that into unsolved crimes. It's got to be true crime. As far as movies, I don't really care for like the action movies, because then it just kind of seem kind of hokey to me. But Quentin Tarantino, what was it that I watched? I will remember, and I will tell you about it. Oh, another movie that I watch it periodically, maybe a couple times a year, because I like it so much. I watched Fatal Attraction. That's with, this is like a I think it's 1988 or 1985, or, somewhere in the late 80s. It's a movie with Michael Douglas and Glenn Close. And if you haven't watched it, I'm not going to give it away, but it's a classic kind of stalker, crazy, suspenseful show. And it's really good. There's an actress in there that I think is just breathtakingly beautiful. Her name is Anne Archer. She plays the wife of Michael Douglas's character. And she's just a natural beauty. Yeah, that was another one that I watched. Really, yeah, like I said, I watch it a couple times a year. I just really like watching that show. So we're continuing down Charles Street. So there is a bit of a breeze, which is nice, and I'm trying to stay in the on the shaded sides of the street. I tend to walk quickly, and I think sometimes that heats me up, but I thought once I started filming, I naturally tend to slow down my walking pace, but for some reason my legs just want to keep on moving quickly. Okay, walking down Sherbourne Street. I think I took you guys down this street, at least in part, a couple of videos ago. But we will be turning left past Wellington, or Wellesley, I think, not Wellington. I think another thing I might want to do with my niece is I have not been to the islands this year nor last year. I think it's been probably a few years. So we'll see about possibly going to the islands and walking around. Maybe what I might do is record, but with no sound. And I know that I've seen other videos where people insert music, and I know there's some music you can play and some music you can't unless you get authorization. But I'll have to see about that. So I did some yard work prepping for fall. I have I've got 6 potted lavender plants in the back that when we went away to New Brunswick, they didn't get watered, and so the time that we were away, it was really hot here, and I could tell that they didn't do so well. I also had some other potted plants in the back that 3 died, which is heartbreaking. But I do have 4 that survived, so that's good. But the 6 potted lavender plants, I trimmed them down. They normally need to be trimmed down before the fall. So I kind of did that a little bit early because they weren't really blooming. But they have survived because I do see new shoots. So I'm babying them right now. So yeah, it's been a really super chill weekend. And I was thinking, what I've been thinking about I've been thinking about eating potato chips, and like it's been, well, I'll tell you, when we went to New Brunswick, we went to Costco, and I bought like a big bag of caramel popcorn. I may have told you this. And I bought a big bag of Himalayan salted potato chips, and we had a little bit while we were away, but they've been on my mind ever since, and that's like a month ago almost. And when I'm thinking about something, whether it be a product or a food or a person, I've got to do something about that. And yeah, I think because I do have to make a Costco run this week, and I have a feeling that I might just pick up this big, huge monster bag of those potato chips. My excuse can be that I'm buying them because my niece is coming over. Why that's an excuse, I don't know, but that's the excuse I'm standing behind. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's just a food that I have a love-hate relationship with. Okay, we're walking south along Sherbourne Street. Now, if I recall, I think Sherbourne Street, way back in the day, was a prime location for some fairly elegant mansions. And I suspect these ones that we're coming upon might be historic homes of the like. I remember there was a concert hall where, who did we see? Richard Thomas? No, what's his name? Richard Thompson, I think. And it was like down in a basement or something, and this was probably 20 years ago. And it just so was not my kind of music. And I remember putting my head down and falling asleep. Oh, brother, who does that? Who falls asleep in a concert? And it was around, I think, you know what, this might have been at the Phoenix Concert Theater. Yeah, I think that's where, I'm pretty sure that's where David and I came. David really likes that singer-songwriter, and just not my cup of tea. Yeah, no. Falling asleep at a concert. That's not only not cool, bad manners. This place that we're coming upon, it's an apartment building. You can see it's all boarded up. August of 2017. I'm pretty sure it was August. Could have been, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was August. There was a fire in that apartment building, and ever since, nobody moved back in. I think some people had no place to go, and I think they sort of did move back in. Not sure, but there's clearly nobody living there now. So that's been sitting there for, this is, I guess, the 4th summer that it's been just sitting there boarded up. Okay, here's Carlton Street. Oh, you know, I wanted to cut through. Yeah, I'm just going to continue south, I think. But I did want to cut through, that park there. Yeah, I wanted to cut through that park. I'll have to do that another time. Oh well. Here is the it's quite pretty, and there's also a really nice playground there that was redesigned probably maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Yeah, I want to cut through there, and then there's a nice pathway through the park. It's nice in there. But as you can see, there's not a lot of traffic. And after all, most people are not working today. I think the service industry is up and running. I think they're seven days a week for sure. Now that the pandemic is yet to be eradicated, but the pandemic is hopefully on its way out the door. I know we still have cases. But if I'm not really walking around doing videos or walking to do my errands, I'm at home. British Israel World Federation, Inc. That's the plaque on this structure here, and you can see there's, I guess, walking bars, but it looks really poorly maintained. I have a feeling that's been abandoned, that facility. Okay, where are we? We're on Gerrard Street. Going on here? I think I'm just going to go ahead. That house is completely covered in ivy. Now I read that, you know, although it can be pretty, but I've also read that if it covers the brick, it tends to degrade the brick that it's growing on. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't walked this far down Sherbourne in, I think, oh gosh, I can't remember the last time I walked this far down Sherbourne. But look how pretty these units are. Oh, John Ross Robertson. Yeah, there's a school near my house called John Ross Robertson. I think it's just north of Eglinton, around Eglinton and Avenue, between Avenue and Yonge. I think it's either an elementary or junior high school. So I don't know what was once here. Looks like they want to put a unit. Looks like, yeah, it says 10 stories. I know you can't see it, but it says 10 stories. Yeah. Looks like it's been sitting vacant for a long time because there's a lot of overgrowth. But it's like wide open. The fence is wide open. some really nice architecture along here. Now I'm angling the camera across the street. You can see the red brick building with the arched windows. That is really nice. And look at these ones, how nice they are. That yellow brick. It looks like it might be a business because there's a plaque on the right outside by the door, but I could be wrong. And these look residential. These are nice. Apartment building that looks familiar to me. Looks like apartment buildings that you see south on Spadina, like before Bloor. Or, yeah, is it Spadina? Yeah, pretty sure it's Spadina, is what I'm thinking. Near the U of T. I must say I do appreciate this weather today. We had a really super hot August. Super hot. Like, I don't remember an August being that hot. Now last week we walked along Dundas Street. So I'm not going to do that again today. I'm just going to walk south. Continue south on Sherbourne. Yeah, so this is that church. Or no, this is St. Luke's Church. I mentioned it in last week's video. No, it's All Saints Church Community Center. I also want to walk down Jarvis. It's been forever since I walked down Jarvis. I'm going to try and remember to do that. I like Jarvis Street as well. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but right across the street there you can see these gates. Black, looks like wrought iron gate. Really like that. Unfortunately, it's attached to a chain link fence, which sort of takes it down a notch. These guys are getting, this apartment building looks like they are getting new balconies. That's nice. I remember when I was living on Broadway Avenue, we got new windows and I had a balcony, and I remember just how much nicer it was being in that apartment with new windows and a new balcony door. I really liked it. I really welcomed that. I didn't like the process, of course, but I liked the end result. I think I'm going to turn left on Shooter Street and go eastbound. Taking you through a bit of a zigzag tour this morning. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I've walked east on Shooter. That's Moss Park where the camera is angling. So if you drove straight west along Shooter Street, you would drive right into the Eaton Center parking. But we are going eastbound. I'm gonna take my bike out this week. I haven't ridden it much, and I don't know why. I sort of forgot about it. I don't know what the deal is. I used to ride my bike all the time, and now I hardly ride my bike. Anyhow, the plan is take my bike out. Probably gonna do that Wednesday. I've got a couple of errands to do on Wednesday, and I thought instead of walking, I'm going to cycle because I miss riding my bike. So that's what I'm going to do on Wednesday. I thought about finding a way to attach my camera to my bike, to my helmet, I guess, or to my handlebars, but that's for another time, I think. I think I need to buy something to keep the camera secure, and I don't really know if I like the idea of putting it on my helmet. I think my handlebars make better sense because if it's on my helmet, my head's going to be turning and moving, and I think watching that kind of motion would make people nauseous. I think it would certainly make me nauseous. So yeah, maybe if I can find a way to get it on my handlebars, maybe I could have something like that ready for next summer. But that's not going to happen this year because I will quit riding my bike once it gets a bit cooler, because I'm a suck when it comes to cold weather, and I stop running, I stop cycling, but I will walk any day, any time of the year. I mentioned it in previous videos. I'm not a fan of walking in the rain. And I certainly won't do that with my camera. But yeah, I'll go out in the rain. I just have got so much gear for all weathers that I'm pretty well equipped. I just find that I go through shoes. Which makes sense because that's my only tool really, aside from my camera. But yeah, I go through shoes. Mostly, well, I wear my Bloodstones a lot in the cooler weather. I wear running shoes in the summer. I also have some Keens that I wear in the summer. Yeah, so I did buy a pair of new running shoes, like actual running shoes for running. I only wear them for when I'm out for a run. But they squeak. It's so annoying. So I walk to my destination, like to my running, like my start point, and it's early in the morning, always. So it's just me on the street, and all I hear is squeak, 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 squeak. So annoying. I've only had one other pair of actual running shoes that did squeak as well, and you know, it's interesting because I still remember them, and I was going to get rid of them because, you know, you need to use your things, but or at least I do. I need to use my things. Can't let a squeak stop me, but it is friggin' annoying. When I'm actually running, I'm kind of in a different headspace and I'm breathing heavier, so I don't necessarily hear the squeaking when I'm running, but when I'm walking to my start point or walking home after the end point of my run, like my cool down time, I can hear that squeak. Anyhow, we are at Suter and Parliament, folks, and I think this is where we're going to conclude today's video, at least this part of this video. I hope to pick up another one on my way home. So I just want to thank you very much for joining me. I hope you liked this video, and if you do, please smash that like box. If you didn't, let me know. I want to hear all comments. I prefer constructive feedback. And I hope you have a great day. I will see you later. This is Boomer Girl Walking, signing off.